Hey everyone out there, mine's a Shine Space, and here at Shine HQ, I am here to deliver to you all the truest and latest information of what is and isn't dog shit. And today I'm gonna be doing that with 21 Pilots' new album, Clancy. The album has been out for around a week now, and throughout the week I've been listening to a lot of the songs, and I think the album is amazing. It is one of a kind. I really enjoy 21 Pilots, and this album does not disappoint at all. But where does each song belong on the tier list? Today, I'm going to find that out. Now, of course, before getting into this, as with all tier lists, especially this one that I'm about to do, everything I say is not an opinion. Everything I say is a fact, okay? It is truth. And if you disagree, you're wrong. So let's get started, shall we? And what better way to start than with their very first song that came out for the album, Overcompensate. Now, first thing I'll say about the song is that I think it is a perfect song to start off the album. Let yourself know what you're getting yourself into. The song starts off quite easily, soothing with a fine piano melody, and then starts to really kick in with their specific sounds. The thing with 21 Pilots is that I'm really not sure how they make their sounds or what kind of instruments they use. I mean, I'm not really the music enthusiast. I'm kind of like dumb on those kind of topics. But with the way they sound, for the sake of referring to their sounds, I'll just call it the 21 Pilots formula, which is a dumb thing to say, but I'm really not sure how else I can put it. But anyway, the music starts to pick up, really starts to hit hard, and then it sets its own tone and rhythm throughout the rest of the song. The song mixes in a lot of hip hop and rap if you're into that sort of thing, with the lead singer Tyler Joseph and his incredible vocals ringing throughout the song, and especially with the drums from Josh Dunn. I think it is an amazing song. Overcompensate as a message can refer to how one can overanalyze a certain topic or problem and create rooms for mistakes being made because of overthinking something. That's what I see people talk about when it comes to the song and trying to debunk the overall meaning behind the song. And I don't think it's anything too grand, but aside from the message, I think it is still a perfect song, really fine beats, and incredible flow. I'm giving Overcompensate as the first song in the album S tier. Next one we have on the list is Next Semester. Now, Next Semester I think is a more unique song on the list, mainly because of how it affected me when I listened to it the first time. What the song does, which I think is interesting, is that it mixes a little bit of rock, I think punk rock to be exact, and blends it in with the fine 21 Pilots formula, which still is a stupid thing to say, but I'll just put it like that. Come on. And the music kicks really hard. What I really like about the song and how it affected me is that when I was listening to it, it kind of took me back in time through a flashback, this nostalgia trip. The song reminded me of my time in high school, whether it be a, a fond memory, funny moment, or something embarrassing that happened, or truly terrible memories. It was such a strange feeling to look back on moments that happened throughout my life in school, just because I listened to this song. The message of Next Semester, aside from how it affected me, could be that no matter what happens or what you do, there's always an opportunity to do something different in the future. Hence the words, can't change what you've done, start fresh next semester. I think that is gorgeous. I would give it an S tier. However, something that the song does towards the end is just starts to lose itself a little bit, decides that, okay, you know what, just halts. I'm having too much fun. And really lightens up on the rhythm and speed and pace. If you listen to the song, and I guess for all of these songs you understand what I'm talking about, So I'll give next semester an A tier. It is truly grand. Next one we have on the list is Backslide, aka the stressed out sequel. At least that's why I see people calling this song, just because of the music video. Now, when it comes to songs in the music video, I don't usually like to talk about them or critique them because of a music video, just because that a lot of songs don't have their own music video. So it's like an advantage thing. It's a weird gray area in my head. So I'll try not to talk about it too much. Backslide as a song is a fine song. It paces itself quite nicely, and the beats from Josh Dunn's drumming carries it quite nicely, although it is still nothing too grand and spectacular. I believe that the message that Backslide tries to portray is how one can be doing good on something, whether it be a streak on a good habit or trying to reach their goals. They could be talking about how they don't want to start over from the beginning, from step one, hence saying, I don't want to backslide back to where I started from. Another interpretation of the song could be referring to how one can go through a roller coaster of thoughts and negative emotions in their head while trying to get through a day or trying to accomplish a simple task based on the music video, with the other person not really understanding what that guy is going through in his own mind. Backslide is a fine third entry for the album, and I think I'm gonna give it a B. I think it is a fine song, nothing too spectacular though, and I think it's fine right there. Definitely not something I'm gonna look back to in the future and think, wow, did I really put it there? Remember, these are facts, and I'm gonna put all these songs where they rightfully deserve to be. Coming up next on the list is The Craving. An interesting one, no doubt. The thing with 21 Pilots is that it seems that in every album they release, they put out one song that's like a love song. In their very first album, they did that for Misbeliever. In Vessel, they did that for House of Gold. Blurry Face, Tearing My Heart, Trench, Smithereens, Scaled and Icy, Formidable, I believe. And now we have the Clancy album with The Craven being another love song in there. Now, aside from that interesting fact, which is totally factual by the way, how is the song? Well, it is simple. Nothing wrong with that. It starts with a nice melody of ukulele and stays that way throughout the rest of the song, with of course the drums from Josh Dunn nicely complementing the rest of the music. And despite it being simple, it is not a bad song. It is nice to listen to, and if you're into love songs, that sort of thing, this one is for you. The overall message of the song, aside from it being a love song, can be that you try so hard to build something up, you spend a lot of time on something, whether it be a project or a goal, only for it to be destroyed in just a snap. That's the way it seems portrayed in the music video. However, a lot of people seem to describe it as talking about failed relationships, which I can kind of see based on the lyrics. I just said I wouldn't try to talk about the music videos, but I guess but I seem to have trouble doing that. The Craving being a simple melody of ukulele is quite easy to play. It can be played in the guitar too. I've been practicing it in the guitar. Quite a nice song to listen to and even play. And again, if you're into love songs, this one's for you. The Craving seems a bit like an outlier for 21 Pilots, and I guess their love songs in general. I'm gonna put The Craving on B tier. So moving on from these four, we got Midwest Indigo. This one was a bit of a surprise to me. Now the song started off quite fine, I think. It had like an electric humming sound going on, and honestly I didn't really expect much going into it. I just thought it would be just simple, safe sounds, nothing too spectacular. But then the sound seemed to have called their older brothers to the picture here, with Tyler Joseph's vocals and Josh Dunn's drumming. It really blends together just beautifully, like cereal and milk, or peanut butter and jelly, or chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream getting put into a bowl and turned into a nice sundae. The music, rhythm, and lyrics are all very good, and it is such a feel good song to listen to, despite the lyrics. Midwest Indigo seems to be talking about how one can get doubtful of their own selves because of what is told to them by an individual that they trust, or a friend, or whether it be somebody else. Midwest Indigo does not disappoint, and I think it deserves to be on, I'll say, A tier. The next song that we have on the list is Routines in the Night. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't too fond of this song at first, but the more I listened to it, the more I kind of grew into the liking of it. Routines in the Night takes a more simpler approach, but it still manages to carry itself really nicely with the rest of the sounds like the beats and vocals and whatnot. Especially when the lyrics and vocals are changing the tone from time to time, whether it be the pitch or sound, I'll say. I am not a smart man. It is a nice song to listen to. Routines in the Night is a song that can talk about insomnia. Otherwise, it is a song about how one can just stay up all night, not sleeping, going through thoughts in their mind, whether it be negative thoughts or really ideas that expresses self-doubt. It's a song that sheds light on a topic that not a lot of people seem to talk about, or even just scold if you try to talk about it with someone. With that being said, Routines in the Night is a fine song, really nice to listen to. I'm going to give it A tier. Next song we have on the list is Vignette, a song with such a unique sound to me. It uses sounds in the music that I feel like I've looked for in the past but never found anywhere else. And it's all in this song. It sounds really good. Now I will say this, Vignette's message as a whole is a bit more elusive to me because I had a hard time wrapping my head around what Vignette could be talking about. A lot of people seem to say that it's a song about addiction, which I could kind of see, though it is still foggy in my head. Vignette being a extraordinary song with the sound, drums, and still the vocals as always. I think it is one great song. It is one of my favorites. I think it deserves to be on S tier. It probably should be A tier instead of S. But I feel like as I listen to the song more and get a better feel for what the song is talking about, I'll definitely look back and say, yeah, it deserves to be on S tier. That being said, move on to the next song on the list, Lavish. This one is, I think, the more different, definitely the outlier of all the rest of the songs on the list, which uses lyrics I've never heard from any other song that 21 Pilots has made, with lyrics such as, your biggest problem is your proctologist got both hands on your shoulders while you're bottomless. I've never heard that anywhere else in any other songs. It is interesting to listen to. And when looking at the music video, it's I'm not sure how copyright strikes, NDAs, or PPTT strikes work, or whatever they're called. But the music video seems to be a bait on all of those things. It's like a come at me kind of song. But regardless, it is a good song to listen to if you want to feel cool and dandy. Lavish seems to be a song that's talking about introducing you into a lifestyle of luxury or lavish once you start to get more up there, whether it be finding your success or maybe, I don't know, being famous. Lavish can also be a song about standing tall and being proud. Again, Lavish is a cool song to listen to, and I think that it deserves to be on B. No, A. I'm thinking A or B. I'd put it right in between A and B. I'll definitely give it, yeah, A tier. B tier would probably be doing it injustice because I really don't think that it's not a bad song at all. I definitely think that Lavish is the outlier of average standard 21 Pilot songs, and it is up there. Coming up next on the list is Navigating. Now, if you look closely at the picture I'm using, you'll notice that it is different from all the rest of these since all the rest of the pictures have their own fonts and Toy Pilot signature, but not this one. No, I was watching the music video. I don't know if it's because I'm a dumbass or it truly wasn't there, but I did not see the title pop up at any point in the music video. Maybe I blinked. I don't know, but I just wrote my own little cute, just elementary style Navigating there. But ignoring that, Navigating is a song that does something similar to Next Semester. It takes rock, which I like a lot, and puts it into, again, the 21 Pilots formula. But it does it so well. The music is grand, the vocals are even grander, and Navigating seems to be a song about finding your way to achieving a good habit or reaching your goal or trying to do the right thing, although it may take some time. Hence when he says, "Pardon my delay, I'm navigating." Navigating, I think, is one of the best songs in the album, and apparently this song almost didn't come out, but I am definitely glad it navigated itself into the album because this one, I think, is one of the best. S tier for Navigating.
Got a bad feeling that I'm about to break. Been a good streak, but the pressure's overweight. Is it even good for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. Got a bad feeling I'm gonna lose the lead. Running from a thing that I kicked in 17. Is it even right?
Next one on the list is Snapback. Now I think Snapback is the weakest song on the album. Everything seems to have a weakest link, and I think Snapback is the weak link for the whole album. The music starts off with this xylophone sound. It starts off quite like oceanic, aquatic. It's a weird way to put it. The music sounds like it belongs in a water level in an NES video game, but the whole tone of the song seems a bit more standard and I don't want to say dull, it's just a lot more dim. Not even the addition of Tyler Joseph's vocals or Josh Dunn's drumming really pick the song up at any capacity. I mean, it does do it a little bit of help, but not a lot, I think. Now, Snapback is a song about failure. It talks about how you're going through a fine streak, but along the way, you fall and you fail. And the song is talking about how you gotta snap back, get yourself back in the game, whether it be a step one again, and just continue on. Despite this good message, I don't think the message and even the vocals or drums or anything else saved the song. I definitely think it belongs on C tier. I mean, it's not a terrible song if I'm being honest, but I do think it is the weakest one among all the rest of the songs here in the list. So I'll give it a C tier. Next one on the list is Oldie Station. Does similar thing that The Craving does. using fine ukulele melody and using nice drumming beats to uplift the tune. The song is not as great or hyped as the rest of these songs here, but honestly, it doesn't need to be. It is a nice, another feel good song to listen to. Oldie Station is a song about pushing through difficult times or situations. It is a fine and nice, feel good message to listen to, with the lyrics telling you to push on through. It is a song that's not too spectacular, but it is a good song, no doubt. I'm gonna give the Oldie Station a B tier on the list. I really like the song a lot, but I do think B tier is right for the list. And that's a fact. Coming up to the semi-final song in the list, and I think it is one of my favorites on the whole album. At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. The longest title I think I've seen in a 21 Pilot song. Now, once again, the song blends in rock and the 21 Pilots formula. I think that's the last time I'm going to be using that term. Now, the song, the rhythm, it is so fine and nice to listen to. I really like it a lot. It is the kind of song that you would listen to and just wiggle your finger to. And if the song didn't sound good enough already, the part where he's starting to say at the risk of feeling dumb, the music just really hits hard with so much fuel and energy. It is pure fire and adrenaline. Now, aside from how amazing the music is, at the risk of feeling dumb is talking about a message that I think is very important. I believe that one of the most unspoken regrets that people have throughout their lives is not keeping in touch with their friends. I think that is a really common way how people lose friends. I've definitely lost some friends that way. But I've been trying to keep a lot more in touch with my friends, and I've been hanging out with them a lot more and seeing them a lot more often. And hell, even speaking to them, whether it be face to face or through the phone. It is really cool. And thankfully, I didn't need to learn this lesson only by hearing at the risk of feeling dumb. But it is a message that I don't think a lot of people really understand and acknowledge too much. No matter who you are, it is important that you keep your friends close to you. Whether it be calling them on the phone, even if you may be thinking, but what if I'm annoying them? The song sheds light on the fact that the potential for losing your friend because you didn't keep in touch with them is a lot more severe than the risk of feeling dumb for even checking up on them in the first place. Not only is the music, I think, so amazing, but it is the message and the lyrics too that really give it so much more. It's like a cherry on top of the cherry that's already on the ice cream. So fucking dumb. S tier. I think it is one of the best songs on the list. The next one and final song that we have on the list is Paladin Straight. I think Paladin Straight is the most underrated song in the entire list. The music takes off with a fine ukulele melody, nice tuning and playing all around with beautiful notes, and really starts to pick itself up with unique sounds again, which I haven't heard anywhere else, and the fine drumming that Josh Dunn always seems to really accomplish super well. It is a beautiful song to listen to, and I cannot understand why people think it is not as good of a song as any other. Paladin Straight, besides being a song I think is beautiful to listen to, it is a song that talks about your fears or challenges. Not only that, but also being able to overcome those once you actually start to confront them. An important message, of course, with beautiful melody and symphony. I'm going to give Paladin Straight an A on the list. It is that good. I really do think it's A beautiful song, no doubt. I think it is criminally underrated. It deserves to be on A tier. And there you have it. That is all the songs on the Clancy album. Now, everything that you see right in front of here is the law, the fact. If you disagree, you're wrong. But besides me blabbering and yapping and all jokes aside, of course you can view these songs however you want to. Now that all the songs are over with, I want to rate the entire album as a whole. And I think I'll do it percentage wise like I did with Metallica. I'm going to give 21 Pilots' new album Clancy a 90. I think a 95%. Yeah, 95. It is an amazing album. I think it does so much. I think it takes a lot of what they have learned with their past albums, with the sounds mainly Trench and Blurry Face, and does really a lot of good things with it. It is definitely a huge step up from their last album, Scaled and Icy. Scaled and Icy wasn't a terrible album, to be honest, but I think it definitely was one of their weakest ones. And Clancy is just a huge improvement. I love it a lot. I think it is amazing. 95%. One of my favorites all around. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Thank you everyone so much for watching. My name's A Shine Space, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.